Before we begin, passenger, I want to say clearly that this episode discusses real crimes involving real people. The names you're about to hear are not characters from a film. They are victims whose lives were taken far too soon. This episode is not meant to sensationalize violence or glorify those responsible. It is meant to remember what happened. Separate fact from fiction and treat this story with respect. And with that said, let's step back to where this awful story begins. There's something unsettling about houses that don't belong to you. They're always mysteries. The air feels different, the walls don't sound the same at night, and every small noise feels amplified. On September 22nd, 2006, 16-year-old Cassie Jo Stoddart was house-sitting for her aunt and uncle in Pocatello, Idaho. Her relatives were out of town for the weekend. Cassie was responsible and trusted. She had agreed to stay in the house and take care of the pets. That Friday evening, she invited her boyfriend Matt Beckham over to keep her company. They watched movies, they talked. It was an ordinary teenage night. Earlier that day, 2 other teenagers had stopped by the house. Their names were Draper and Torey Adamcik. Both were 16 years old, both attended Pocatello High School, and they were both acquaintances of Cassie. They left after a short, inconsequential visit, but they didn't go home. Later that night, Matt Beckham's mother called and asked him to come home. Around 10:30 p.m., he left the house, leaving poor Cassie alone. Sometime after 11 p.m., Draper and Adamcik returned. They had cut the power to the house. Inside, Cassie likely believed it was a breaker issue, a technical problem, a brownout, an inconvenience. Investigators later discovered that Draper and Adamcik had recorded videos before the attack. Here is audio from those recordings in their own voice.
We're going for a high death count.
We're not going not to get caught, Ryan. If we're going for guns, we're just going to end it. We're just going to grab the guns and get out of there, kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're going to make history.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
You weren't quick enough and you weren't smart enough. And we're going over to Nixon's house. We're going to go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone, splat! She did.
Don't put your humor into this, Brian.
I'm not putting any humor into it. We've already snooped around her house a couple times. She's not at home, so we're going to go to the church over there and we're going to call a girl and a guy named Cassie and Matt. They're our friends, but we have to make sacrifices, so... I feel tonight it is the night, and I feel really weird, it's snowing and stuff, and I feel like I want to kill somebody. I know that's not normal, but what the hell?
I feel we need to break away from normal life.
How bright is this light?
Because, let's say it this way. Parents, along with their parents, and so on, taught them God, Jesus, the whole bullshit line. I'm sure you guys believe in God as well. I realized when I was in 7th grade, you don't believe in Santa Claus or vampires or werewolves, do what they want to do. God is basically the same way.
Yeah.
Trying to get people to do good, or else, so-called, you go to hell.
And we're obviously going to hell if it's real, but you know what, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and why would you say it's real?
It's not real, because it's so... blatantly obvious it's not real, but
people believe it because their parents teach them, and so it's so hard for them to let go of it because they've been taught their whole life.
Yeah, I know.
But fucking what the point I'm making is,
What's that mean?
we are also taught that things like killing people and other thing is wrong. The only thing that it's wrong about is because it's breaking the law, and the law is only wrong. The law
Natural selection, dude.
Because
Natural selection, that's all I gotta say.
there should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
Exactly. Goodbye, Cameron. My friend's too pussy to go investigate. Turn here.
Too
Why
smart.
are you turning there, dude? Okay. Now we're gonna go over to Cassie and Matt's house. If they're home alone, we're gonna.
If Cassie's house, Matt is there.
That is there. Sorry. We're gonna go. We're gonna knock on the door. We'll see who's there. We'll see if their parents are home or not. If they're home alone, we will leave our way, and then we will come back in about 10 minutes. We'll sneak in through the door because chances are they're probably in Cassie's room. So we'll sneak in the front door. We'll make a noise outside, and Matt will come out, investigate, kill him, and it will scare the shit out of Cassie. Okay? Well,
Sounds like fun.
we'll stay tuned. We found our victim, and sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddart and her
God,
friends.
turn your brights off,
Well,
asshole.
yeah, we'll find out if she has friends over. She's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna fucking kill her and her friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7. So we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's thing, and scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by fucking one. Hell yeah.
The recordings were not cinematic, they were not dramatic, they were immature and real and raw and honest. The crime itself was deliberate and, most important of all, premeditated. Cassie Jo Stoddart was murdered inside the home she had been trusted to care for. Her body was discovered on September 24, 2006, when family members became concerned after she failed to answer phone calls.
We're here in his car. The time is 9:50. September 22nd, 2006. Unfortunately, we have the grueling task of killing our two friends. And they are right in a house just down the street.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour. But
We checked out the whole house. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors, so it's all locked. Now we just gotta wait. And yeah, we're really nervous right now, but you know, we're ready.
we're listening to the greatest rock band
We've been
ever,
waiting for this for a long time.
Pink Floyd, before we commit the ultimate crime of murder.
We waited for this for a long time.
A long time.
We'll stay tuned.
The community of Pocatello was stunned. This wasn't a stranger passing through town. This wasn't an unknown intruder. It was two seemingly harmless local teenagers. On September 27th, 2006, Draper and Adamcik were arrested after inconsistencies in their alibis led investigators to question them further. During interrogations, evidence emerged of their video recordings and prior planning.
Just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke. I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh, fuck. That felt like it wasn't real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
It's okay. Okay, well, let's buy movie tickets now.
Okay.
Come on.
No.
Goodbye.
In April 2007, both were tried as adults. They were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. The media quickly focused on the horror movie angle of it all. Headlines described the case as Scream-inspired killing. Commentators debated whether violent films had influenced the youth's behavior. But investigators were clear. The crime had been planned in advance. The intent existed before any film reference became part of the narrative. Millions of teenagers watched Scream. These two chose violence, and that distinction is critical. Cassie Jo Stoddart was not a horror character. She was a real 16-year-old girl. She had friends, a boyfriend, a future. Her mother later spoke publicly about her daughter's kindness and trust, emphasizing that Cassie believed the best about people. That trust was betrayed. What lingers about this case isn't cinematic imagery. It's the silence. A house with the power cut. A teenager believing she is alone. A community waking up to news that feels impossible. There's a difference between watching fear on screen and encountering it in real life. Movies end, credits roll, real life does not. Cassie Jo Stoddart's life ended on September 22nd, 2006. The debates about media influence faded over time. The prison sentences became background information. But for her family, the date never changed. In interviews years later, investigators reflected not on horror films, but on the disturbing psychology of wanting notoriety, wanting to be remembered, which is a big plot in Scream 4. And the irony is this: history does not remember them as masterminds. It remembers the name, Cassie Jo Stoddart. And sometimes in quiet houses at night, when the lights flicker or the power goes out, it's hard not to think about how thin the line is between ordinary and unthinkable. Not because of a movie, but because of human choice. Stay safe out there, passenger. Thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next drive.